Hey everyone, welcome back to Factually Strange, the channel where we dig into the weird and the wonderful from history, pop culture, and everything in between. In today's video, we're going to explore the odd and bizarre origins of everyday phrases you probably use without thinking. Some of these are so strange, you'll wonder how we ever got here. So grab a seat and let's get into it. Let's kick things off with a phrase you've probably heard, bite the bullet. It's commonly used when someone is preparing to do something unpleasant or difficult, like going to the dentist or starting a tough project. But what's the deal with biting a bullet? Well, its origin goes back to the battlefield. In the 19th century, when soldiers had to undergo surgery without anesthesia, they would literally bite down on a bullet to endure the pain. Yikes, right. It was a way of gritting through the agony of amputation or bullet wounds, and the phrase stuck. So next time you have to do something difficult, just remember you could be biting a bullet, but at least you've got modern medicine on your side. Now, here's a classic one, mad as a hatter. You probably think of this one when someone is acting a little off, right? Well, this saying actually has some bizarre historical root in the hat-making industry. During the 18th and 19th centuries, hatters used mercury to help felt the wool for hats. The mercury fumes, however, caused mercury poisoning, which led to symptoms like tremors, confusion, and, of course, a bit of madness. The term was popularized by the character of the Mad Hatter in Alice's Adventures in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll, but it wasn't just a literary creation. Real hatters were genuinely suffering from mercury poisoning. So it's not about being quirky, it's about some serious chemical side effects. Next, let's talk about break the ice. You probably use this one when referring to a conversation starter, right? But it didn't always have anything to do with chit-chat. This phrase originates from the days of sailing when ships would often become stuck in ice-covered waters. To break the ice, they would send out smaller ships or smaller boats to clear the way. So breaking the ice meant creating a path forward literally and metaphorically. And as for the social version of breaking the ice, the idea was that once the social barriers were cleared, people could get to know each other without the awkwardness. So next time you're talking to a stranger, you're just trying to clear the way for a smoother conversation. Caught red-handed sounds a little dramatic, doesn't it? Well, it turns out it comes from the world of crime. In medieval Scotland, if someone was caught with blood on their hands, it was a sure sign they had been caught in the act of committing murder or slaughtering animals. The phrase was officially used in a legal context, but over time, it morphed into meaning being caught doing anything shady, whether it is stealing cookies or sneaking into an office party. So the next time you're caught in a lie, just remember, you might not have blood on your hands, but you're still caught red-handed. Alright, here's another one, spill the beans. Ever wonder where that came from? Well, it's got some quirky origins from ancient Greece. During voting, the Greeks would use beans to cast their ballots, white for yes and black for no. If someone accidentally spilled the beans, they'd reveal the vote prematurely, spoiling the process. So spilling the beans came to mean revealing a secret or letting the cat out of the bag before the time was right. It's kind of ironic, isn't it? The phrase is about secrets, but in modern times, spilling the beans usually means telling everyone about something you shouldn't. Now, this one's a bit mysterious, the whole 9 yards. You've probably heard it used to mean everything or the full extent of something, like I'm going to do the whole 9 yards to make this project work. But where did this phrase come from? Well, there are a lot of theories. One of the most popular involves the size of a machine gun belt used in World War II. Each belt was about 9 yards long. If a soldier used up the entire belt, they'd go all in with the full force. But there are also theories about 9-yard lengths of fabric or the 9-yard lengths of cloth used for sails or cement. Despite the mystery, we still use it today to mean going all the way, no matter the source. Throw in the towel. A phrase that's commonly used to signify giving up or surrendering, but this one actually comes from boxing. In the early days of the sport, when a fighter was losing badly, their trainer would throw a towel into the ring to stop the fight. The towel served as a signal of surrender, meaning the fighter had enough and couldn't go on. So when you throw in the towel, you're essentially waving the white flag in the face of defeat. No need for actual towels these days, just a metaphor will do. And finally, let's end with under the weather. If you're feeling sick or down, you've probably said this one yourself. But what's the connection between weather and illness? In olden times, sailors would use this phrase when they were feeling ill while out at sea. If a crew member was under the weather, it meant they were feeling seasick, usually from bad weather or rough seas. Over time, the phrase evolved to refer to any type of illness, not just seasickness. So when you're feeling a bit off, just know you're in good company with sailors from the past. And there you have it, some of the strangest origins of the phrases we use every day without a second thought. Which one surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into language history, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more fun facts and oddities. Until next time, keep it strange.